Afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to SpeedGaming presents this hybrid Major Glitches tournament. We have got two great runners here. We are now in the bracket stage of the tournament. We have got a very familiar face, Chexhuman, always in there with these tournaments, and one of the best overworld glitches I see in this modern times. And then we've got Muffins, possibly a new player. I haven't really seen too much of them. Still, though, to put themselves out there is fantastic. Like, doing quite well. So we'll see. It should be an interesting race. We'll see how it goes. So round one in brackets. We're done with all the qualifiers now. So we all have our placements. So now here we go. This is the meat of the tournament now. So just waiting for them to ready up, and then we shall be off. So yeah, anybody who hasn't seen any of the tournament yet, this is hybrid Major Glitches, so we're going to be doing some shenanigans you may or may not have seen before. We're going to be jumping all over the world. We're going to go left and right and all over the place and jumping from dungeon to dungeon. Always interesting to watch. Let's see what happens today. Let's see where this seed leads us. As we're readying up, and we should be off any moment now. Yeah, currently as it stands, so we have Chexhuman, who have placed themselves at 7th seed, so very high up there. And then we've got Muffins, who is he's at 26. Still quite reasonable. We've straight away got some divergence. So we've got Muffins starting at Link's house, picking up that 100 rupees. And then we've got Chex, who started off at Sanctuary. I mean, with overworld glitches, I mean, both have standard starts, so we'll see where both of them go. Muffins going to go for Saha. Probably the more safer out of the two starts. You get 3 nice item checks here. And then Chex, he's heading upwards towards Lumberjack. We may see him go straight and do a glitch straight away. And head straight up the mountain. Wow, so that's that sword that Muffins has found is actually really nice. So that will help us with some of the teleports, some of the sword bufferings, give us that extra timing. And of course, that 300 rupees, we are set looking pretty good for Zora money. Quick map check there for Muffins. So we seem to have a pendant desert. 5-6 at Hera, although 5-6 doesn't really mean much to us, because we probably won't be doing that. However, we did see that mirror there on Lumberjack. So that's quite interesting. So there's only one reason ever in overworld glitches or hybrid major glitches to do Aga, and that is when something's at Lumberjack. But yeah, it's going to be interesting because mirror doesn't open up as much as it normally does in a normal seed. So it depends mainly if Swamp Palace is a pendant or not. And I know Chex is well versed in the overworld glitches, that he can probably do the mirror checks without the mirror. So places like Mimic Cave is out of logic. And yeah, Chex just going straight into something we call DMA, so Death Mountain Ascent. And it's actually going to start up the mountain, which again is quite traditional. You see quite a few runners do this because you might skip down to Graveyard Ledge. You've got the 4 bombs sitting there, even though Chex doesn't really need the bombs. Right now, he's farmed up quite well. Ooh. Hammer and a book. And a bread cane. Wow. And there was a glove on the old man as well. This is a very stacked early seed. It just makes me wonder where that Moonspell is going to turn up because it's just opening so much straight away. But the interesting thing is here, so the seed could logically require you to get that mirror to find, to get to the Dark World. However, there's some citrus clips and a few other things, including fake fluting. If we manage to find a bottle, that we can still skip. We can still skip that mirror. And we're finding a Master Sword there in the well as well. So Kakariko very stacked. Unfortunately for Chex, he is going to skip out on that Ether tablet, but it's a minimal time sink actually in overworld glitches to get back to that Ether tablet. It's just a quick hop, quick screen wrap, and we're straight back at that Ether tablet. So it's not as bad as with a normal seed. There we go. There's the graveyard ledge checked. From here, he may head round to CAC. Those Muffins now finishes off the Kakariko checks. We shall see if he heads north. I mean, it makes sense for him to go around, check the Lumberjack ledge. So the interesting thing, what Chex has managed to do is, so when you clip down to Graveyard, that automatically sets up you for the Houlihan room. Oh, and Muffin's actually heading down to Desert. So he started from the south route. With this clip here, you can actually pick up the race game item, which he's decided to do anyway, because why not? Seems he's soft-locked himself. Not an issue with the flute. Now as Chex heads to Saha's closet as well, he's going to find himself a sword, 300 rupees. Going to have that nice Zora money. But no point rushing to Zora at the moment for him. We do have a nice little clip that gets us from Death Mountain all the way down to Zora's. You just jump off a mountain and you're at Zora's. It's that simple. I don't know why we didn't think of this before. And there's the glove for Muffin. The Chex still deciding to put off that Kakariko Chex. This makes me wonder how much longer for. Because everything he needs right now is going to be in there, or at least all the nice items are going to be in there. But yeah, heading down to South Shore. These are new Chex. So we did actually find the small key in Hera, as Muffins has just picked up. So that's always an interesting one. So big key can be locked upstairs. The seed may logically require us to go into Misery Maya to go through Hera. Okay, nothing on Ether tablet anyway, so Chex hasn't missed anything for now. And Muffin's setting up to check, just blind check the floating island. A lot of people are doing this these days. I don't blame him. It's it gets you over there, and it's quite simple to get off if you need to. And nothing there anyway. Muffins decided to go for it, though. I mean, I wouldn't exactly... There we go. Gets on there. Maybe he's a little bit unfamiliar how to get off from the clouds. As we found nothing in mini Moldorms either. The Chex at this point must be getting very suspicious of Kakariko. At the moment, he is on very little items. So it seems like absolutely nothing useful in the South Shores there. We'll keep heading around. Right, so far, the rest of the checks, apart from CAC, it just seems to be a lot of nothing. Oh, apart from that hook shot. Nice find. Not super needed right now. There's nothing on the big fish himself. The check's actually setting up here, so there's a cool little clip that we can get through here. So we'll dash into the wall here. We'll jump up, and then we'll jump up for a second time. And there we go. And now we're actually on the platforms there, so we can just walk all the way around. It's such a neat little trick. I love that little trick when we get to show it off. Muffins deciding it's time to head to desert. Unfortunately, still doesn't know about that mirror yet. Oh, bag of powder. So even without the hammer, that's actually in logic. There is a glitch we can get to the magic bat. May decide. Well, I guess he'll carry on with South Shore. It makes sense. Chex being very thorough at the moment, doing everything apart from CAC. Even he must be realizing something must be there with the amount of with the so few items that he's picked up so far. I think he's slowly going to work his way there. And here we go. This looks like it's the CAC checks for checks. Checks for checks. He's going to find he's everything there. And with the knowledge of the mirror, he's probably very suspicious with the moon pearl being in Dark World. The worst place, of course, being Super Bunny Cave. As far as I know, that place, it definitely requires logically the mirror. I don't know whether there's a glitch to get around there, especially without fake fluting. Yeah, the two runners just clearing up what each other have done right now. It's just it's about who's going to be the first to leap and head towards the dark world. I'm not sure if Muffins checked the Bombo's tablet there. Maybe he did. Maybe I missed it. This looks like he might be heading towards the lumberjack. Or back of escape, most likely, actually. There we are. So we still got that infamous back of front of escape, which is a check that we, as runners, don't generally do until a lot later in the seed. So yeah, with that information, oh, changed his mind. No, that's why he changed his mind. Okay, we've got to activate the bird first. Oh, okay, he's going back for the bonk rocks. I was wondering why he was turning around. But yeah, this will be the lumberjack view right now. Then he's going to find that mirror and just feel like, oh no, where's this seed going to take me? So I know there is a citrus clip that you can do to get out to the dark world without using the mirror. And I'm pretty sure Chex will know that. Is this a ped check? I like this. No, it's a mushroom check. Or mushroom spot check. So, where is that big key going to be today? Oh, right there. Okay. So, yes, Hera is locked behind Misery Maya, but with the invention of the Hera pot, we can completely skip that. Muffins now finishing off the South Shore. Does have that little bit extra efficiency that Chex didn't have with having that flute a lot earlier. It's minimal at this point, but every second counts sometimes in a speedrun. Oh, that's both items out of Hera, so thankfully we get to hold on to that small key. There'll be nothing worse than the Moon Pearl in Hera Basement right now. So we won't be getting that today. We have seen that in one of the earlier qualifiers. That was a nightmare for all the runners. So once Muffins gets his hook shot, I wonder if he will... Oh, okay. Luckily, he was in shallow enough water that he could continue walking. However, won't be able to pick up that hot hook shot. He can actually set up an ancilla. He does have a red cane and red boomerang. I possibly didn't realize. But yeah, with the red cane, red boomerangs, and bombs, you can set up the ancilla splash delete, and you could have gone back into the waterfall. So let's see if Muffins knows the clip up there, or he's going to set up the double water walk. I feel like he might know the clip, so he's just going to pick up the water walk right here. I don't think either runner have checked the hobo yet. And it's for the hobo, it's quite common that we check that quite early in the seed. All right, there's one jump, and there's the second one. Very nice. And just going for a quick stroll around these trees. The Check's heading back up. I wonder where he's off to now. Okay, of course, with the hammer, we can check Super Bunny this way. That makes absolute sense. And what have we got? Pendant Turtle Rock and Green Pendant Maya with a 5/6 crystal at Thieves Town. There's 2 of the medallion dungeons. So we already know that we've sequence broke Hera. Because it did actually require us to go through Misery Mire. So I wonder if either of them will either do a citrus clip into GT. Oh, there's a bottle, so that's going to help us so much. That's a really nice find right there. So at this point, I think we can assume, I think there's 1 or 2 locations we haven't checked, like the powder, like the Bombos tablet. I don't think Chex has gone to Desert yet. We haven't gone to Eastern. But at this point, I think we can almost assume that the Moon Pearl is going to be in Dark World. Oh yeah, the hobo check. We haven't checked that yet. Yeah, nothing for us today. We also still do that front of escape. Question in chats, has Sitkeep been checked? No, we've only just picked up the bottle. It's a quick check. We do have the flute. But yes, you're right. That is another position that the Moon Pearl could end up being. Jack's just doing a little bit of cleanup right now. Picking up all these locations that we've skipped earlier in the seed. Just having the flute is so much nicer. Oh, wow. That uncle was holding out on us. Okay. So not as trolly as I thought it was going to be. That mirror there was a bit of a bait. But yeah, where's Muffins heading off to now? It seems he's checking desert. Might have been a bit quicker to go to 6, but... Oh, maybe he's not checking desert. And here we go, the Bombus tablet. Nothing there today. Because we did pick up the shovel in Escape as well, so... We've got more Noi in isolated locations. Of course, without that mirror. Captain's always a little bit finicky. You be a little careful on health. Not a problem. Not even sweating. Yeah, Check's just having a moment there to think what he wants to do next. We do have the Dark Rod, so we may see him ending up going there right now. At that time in the seed where we have to start clearing some dungeons out. And starting a hype cave is always nice because then we can just we can clip our way. Oh, there's our second fake flute. Not too exciting in hype cave. It's almost a typical hype cave there, pretty much. And Muffins really needs to get himself around to Uncle right now. And he's heading back to 1. Oh, there's a nice blue mail. Especially with 5 hearts and you're starting to run around the Dark World. Alright, anyone who's photosensitive, I suggest looking away now because Maya's about to go a bit crazy. As we clip our way in, I didn't catch that medallion. That was so quick. With the new feature of there is a effect that we can turn off the photo, all the flashing lights and everything. But unfortunately, in hybrid major glitches, there's nothing we can do. The craziness in the sky, that's the rain, and it doesn't sort itself out until we walk into a cave. I mean, fortunately for us, watching the stream, Maya is a pendant, so may not be too much of an issue. I was very confused there with Muffin's sprites. The bunny sprite seems to just be Link. Oh, you can't go that way, Muffins. You have to jump down. I was thinking there, like, wait, has he got the moon pearl? We just didn't see it. So with this bottle that Muffins is going to pick up, this may lead him astray and start clearing dark worlds with fake fluting. And there's another bottle. Oh yeah, Check's just gonna go to the back of Thieves Town now. Makes sense. It's a crystal. We need to start clearing some stuff up. Thank you, the Vern, for going back and checking the VOD. Yeah, it turns out there's a strong possibility that Maya is also a Bombos. I mean, we may check it later on Muffin's side, but we'll just take it as it is Bombos right now. Oh, you don't want to be floating away, Muffins. That's not what you need to do right now. Okay, that's it. Flew back to 4. I think they heard us. No. Okay, seems to be going to CAC. This may be the powder check here. And the sick kid check. I don't think Chex actually went and spoke to the sick kid. Not too much of an issue anyway. I mean, Chex right now with 7 hearts, a blue mail, is feeling pretty safe, I'm sure. We're not going to be seeing any fancy glitches to get into the Pyramid Fairy today. Or not Pyramid Fairy, the Magic Bat. And just some arrows for our troubles. With how stacked Lightworld is, it's not surprising we've gone through kind of a dry slump right now. Oh, and this looks like a blue potion fill. So this might be some Dark World checks now for Muffins. That's really unfortunate if he starts heading to the Dark World. It makes sense. It seems like that's where the seed wants us to go. But unfortunately for him, it's just sitting there on the Uncle Chest, the Moon Pearl. Oh, did Muffins not check Zora the first time around? I guess he just went straight up there and picked up his hook shot. Forgot to pick it up. As Chexhuman picks up his second crystal. Looking pretty good for him. Oh, that's a nice find right there. So will he decide to go check out Skullwoods? Or will he just head straight over to Eastern Pod? It seems like he will go and check this out. Why not? Decided not to check Bumper Ledge. He may just be doing a like a full clear of Dark World at this point, and may leave and just go over to Catfish Pyramid. Oh, here's an interesting thing that Muffin's doing. So actually, he's doing a little clip. So he needs to set himself up on a certain pixel here, and dash into the bomb, move himself up 1 pixel, and then we can clip. There we go, and we're in Palace of Darkness. There's a nice little check, fully in logic. we just open that door because we get a lot of keys. Being in cave state right now. So we open up a free door. So in overworld glitches, lockpicking is part of our tools that we can use. Yeah, I don't think Chex has picked anything up. At least nothing useful that I've seen in Skullwoods. Yeah, I think this is the full clear from Chex. So he's just gonna do his few extra locations in the dark world and probably. I don't know. I'd say it's probably quicker to do the Kiki skip and all that stuff than actually running over. Although if you do end up in the catfish area, there are some clips to just clip into pod. You will have to do Kiki, but that's not too much of an issue. Oh, never mind. He's actually going for the Dark Death Mountain ascent. I'm not sure if that's what it's called, but that's what I'm calling it. So yeah, clipping his way back up to Death Mountain through the Dark World. And from here can go check out Hookshot Cave. I always forget that's the thing. Oh no! Oh no, Chex. Oh, that's really unfortunate. And that's going to be super frustrating. Because he may just decide, you know what? Forget that. I'm not going there. Might not go there till quite a bit later. However, not too much of an issue because he hasn't checked out Turtle Rock yet. If he decides to go check Turtle Rock, he can go back and do that Hookshot Cave. And at least this way, we've got 2 required pendant or crystals. 2 required crystals that we can clear. Ah, so Muffin's actually picking up, as far as he's concerned, this is sequence broke, which was a mushroom and a cape. We know it's not. He's probably feeling pretty good about that. I mean, he would like to find, or ideally would like to find the second bow here for him. That means he can just get this cleared and doesn't have to come back later. So yeah, no fire source still. So very curious where the seed is kind of leading us where to go. Not even a fire rod. Oh, Muffins has to be a little careful. He's going for the dark romantic fairies. Oh, okay, nice. Okay, manages to pick it up as well. I don't believe we found anything too exciting in either dungeons right now. It's just been a lot of trinkets and tokens. So it seems like Palace in Darkness and Eastern is not where we're supposed to be going for progressions at the moment. They can get into Swamp. They can go through Misery Mire. They can clear out Swamp. But they can't complete Swamp. Yeah, and nothing actually in pod apart from that mushroom. So this may be a quick check for Muffins to go straight and check that mushroom. You made a play. You found a fetch quest. It's sensible to follow it through, really. Especially the mushroom as well, because we've got a flute. Oh, here we go. This is where we want to go, Muffins. So in the swamp, question in the chat, how much of swamp can we do without flippers? Once we clip through, we get to the hammer pegs area. We can't go up without flippers or ancillas. Yes, fake clippers. Thank you, Asda. There is a clip to fake clippers where we basically ancilla in swamp and we can get round. But without the flippers, if you don't know how to fake clipper, then you can kind of run backwards through it. So you can check out the bomb, the hole in the wall. You can check out the front of swamp. And here we go. Muffins has finally arrived in the Dark World. I don't believe that shovel has been checked. Not yet. We go, just trying to jump over the wall. There we go. Like we always talk about lamp being a suggestion, but here I wonder if gloves are a bit of a suggestion as well. It seems a lot of the glove checks we can just kind of skip over. I guess Muffins heading into Misery Mire again. If you're photogenic or photosensitive, everyone here is photogenic. Please avert your eyes now because Mire gets a bit funky and crazy. And yes, confirmed it was Bombos. Oh, Muffins actually decided to skip out rather than clipping back out. I just decide just to go to the Village of Outcast this way. I guess it doesn't really lose any time. Funny thing is, we've had this book for quite a while now. We still haven't checked PED. I mean, I'm not 100% sure what can be on PED. Haven't really been working out what we actually really need. Flippers, I guess? Flippers gonna be on ped? We know Mirror is on Lumberjack Ledge. So we're not worried about the Mirror. Yeah, they both check that quite early, so we know that's there. We're not too worried because the mirror checks at the moment don't really give us too much. Plus, we haven't got lamp or fire rod, and it just kind of makes it a bit nasty to get through Aga. I mean, they're both experienced runners. I'm sure they can get around Dark Aga without any fire sources. Yeah, I'm going to talk about my lack of knowledge now. So you're saying mirror's not required, but is it not required to go through swamp? Because we still need to clear swamp. Oh, it's not working. So we don't need the mirror to flood the chest. Or flood the front, I should say. So anyway, yeah, Chex has finished pod. No, he didn't finish pod. He didn't actually clear pod. He decided not to go to the Helmasaur. Yeah, you're right. We can get to swamp that way. But then don't we still have to walk out the front door? Flood it and clear it normally. I'm sure there's a rule because if we go and kill the boss, it will actually give us the Hera prize. Even though we've killed the boss. But because we're still in Hera state, we haven't completed it properly. Even though, yes, you're absolutely right. We can kill the boss that way. I might be wrong. Oh, you flood the dam before entering. Ah, okay. I'll have to check that out. Thank you, Asda. Oh, Titans. Titan doesn't really do too much for us. It does give us logical access to Ice Palace. I know Check's done a pickup race the other day, and Fire Rod was in Ice Palace, and you had to dive there without anything. No bombos either. We do have bombos this time. We did also find a tempered sword in the hookshot cave. Now here's something you don't see every day in hybrid major glitches. Especially knowing where the mirror is. We are doing the big red bomb. Vanilla. Yeah, this doesn't happen too often. Taking an extra little damage boost there to push himself forward. And nothing there for the troubles. I wonder where Chex is heading off to now. It looks like it might be a GT play. Oh, Spike Cave and then into GT. I always like watching Chex because he just routes everything so smoothly with each other. Yeah, nothing too exciting there in Spike Cave. And then I love this little thing as well, where you can just speed your way out of there. Unfortunately, not having enough magic, but it's one of the very few times you actually get to use that and for it to actually be useful. So I like it. And here we go, setting up to head into GT. That was really quick. I usually have to end up lining myself up against the wall. Do tile room from here, but can't go any further, so can't even do the lamp shenanigans. We don't even have that. Meanwhile, Muffins is just continuing with his progress. He has picked up the bow now. So most likely he will finish this. I believe he's done Skull Woods. So he may jump down to Digging Game. Then it wouldn't surprise me if he heads back to Pod Eastern afterwards. Or at least to Eastern. Alright, nothing too exciting, tile room. I believe it's only like overworld glitches and like cross keys that you only ever really check tile room like that. Oh, there we go. Now we may be doing some lamp shenanigans. Just the torch on top of the torch. There you go. Just keeping it warm. So at this point, we can actually just all clear GT. If big key to GT is on the right side, it will be out of logic. However, we're only missing flippers and the fire rod. So he may not even go to the right side because we know the fire rod definitely can't be there. So may just decide to climb after this. Right, Muffins, where are you heading? All done with Thieves Town now? And this looks like the Eastern play, which makes sense. You can clear it. We know there's nothing too exciting over there, but... Oh, and there's the big key. So it's not even fire rod locked. But at least we get to check the big chest while we're here. We don't have to isolate that. Oh, the lamp. Nothing else really back here. A nice setup there for the ice armors. Very nice quick kill. Didn't have too many arrows to spare, so it's good that he managed to get that. I like that. Opening one of the doors you very rarely get to see opened. That makes sense. You're picking up all the keys here anyway in every check, so it's not like you're gambling anything. And here we go. We're setting up in this room. Just getting rid of it with a bombos quickly. Then we're going to run all the way down. There is actually a way of doing it to get into Ice Palace without mirror emits or flippers, I believe. It's about a 5-minute clip. And you do about 3 minutes of screen wrapping. Yeah, it's pretty awful. I've seen Pink Kitty Rose do that back in the day. Nice. That's a nice find there, the silvers. All right, Chex actually, this is really smart play by him again. So he got that full magic. Actually just running back through this room. I never would have thought of doing that. I think a lot of us would have probably just death walked and fallen down that hole for about 10 minutes. But that was very, very smart running back and letting that wall master pick you up. Yeah, the same with me. Like, this is why I love watching Chex play. He's just so he knows the glitches logic so well that he picks up all these little routing efficiencies. I think he's having a little trouble there with the Armos Knights. Finishes up. Very nice. Actually, they're on equal crystal counts now. So 3-3. I mean, Chex does have a couple more items. He has the mitts. Let's see what Muffins decides to do now. There's a few locations he can pick. This might be the big red bomb. Yeah, we know it's nothing there, but it's one of those plays. It can kind of make or break a seed. If you don't check it, you can guarantee there's going to be something there. Oh, getting a little stuck there on the torches, but gets through. Trying to hookshot that key, but you know those shooters, those stationary shooters, can be tricky sometimes. And what's the pyramid fairy giving us today? Oh, a fairy. Oh, ice rod. Not exactly what we was looking for. Has to be a little careful because he is only on 1 heart. I mean, he could drop down here and go pick up that anti-fairy, but you know, got to go fast and all that stuff. Muffins, meanwhile, is heading back. He's walked all the way around to pod. If you're gonna do pod, I would have probably have gone just Kiki skipped again rather than walked all the way around. Oh, was that a triple or did that only count as a double? It might have only counted as a double. Very nicely done. Dex. You're not supposed to be there. Yeah, so advice for next time I do Aga, just run away from the bird after you've killed Aga 2. But here's one thing that Chex hasn't done, although I was going to say he might be heading there now, but he's not. He's actually going to check the Smith chains. Yeah, Chex has not gone back and done Helmasaur yet. But with the mirror, he just ended up on the big chest and was like, you know what, I'm not going to set up any Death Warps. I'm on, I think he was on Red Mail at the time because I think there was a armor upgrade in pod. He'd been super annoying, so yeah, he just decided to no power and come back later, and it's pretty easy with the Kiki skip to get back into pod. If this does end up being Fire Rod on Helmasaur, may give Muffins a little bit of a tool to catch up with. Oh, that was a very nice spin, getting 4 of them. And I think he hammered one before, so I think there's only 1 left in this room. Just he's gonna bombo it. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that was actually done pretty well, considering he has no light at all. He got 4 with a spin and then cleared up the other 2 with a bombos. That was pretty good. Chex is running to deliver the Smith, so I'm only assuming... Oh, he's doing the shovel check. Okay. I was just going to say, you wouldn't do it otherwise. You wouldn't run there. You'd just flute. But yeah, shovel checks. And that's the last bottle in the seed. I wonder where Chex is going to head next, because he does have Hera, and like someone pointed out, with those Titans mitts, it does put Ice Palace in logic. We also have Maya that we can go and clear. It was logically expected us to go to Maya to go and clear Hera. We are going to end up isolating the purple chest, it seems. Maybe. This might be a GT play here from Muffins. I didn't catch what's on Helma, so I don't think it was anything important. Oh no, it's a desert play. I don't think Chex has checked this at all. He hasn't done any of the desert. Which is a bit irregular for a glitches seed. Because usually this is kind of you route desert in with one of your early checks. I guess the seed just kind of never brought him here. The way he routed it, like skipping Kakariko for a long time at the beginning. I mean, we know there's nothing here unless there's something on the boss. So he can just clear this out in one go. Again, it's just a little bit of routing efficiency for him. But everything's just super frustrating without the without that mirror. Everything just takes so much longer. So Muffins here is nice use of the mirror shield as well. He's setting up a clip here. So it's a weird wonky clip where we're going to dash buffer our way into this. Then we're going to kind of turn around and jump backwards. And then walk through the wall, like in Zelda 1, and then jump down. Oh, that's not where we wanted to jump. So there's a little bridge there. We wanted to land on that. But that will take us to Laser Bridge. That's really unfortunate. Fortunately for him, he kind of needs to go over to Catfish. I think this is the GT play here. So again, this is somewhere he needs to be. He needs to pick up the lamp. It needs to be cleared. Are we missing out on those mitts for a little bit longer? I mean, there was nothing too exciting here. It'll be interesting to see if he decides to go back round once he finds the lamp. And once he clears everything, to go and pick up the silver arrows. The silver arrows are in Compass Room. And a textbook kill on the Lambos there. Pick up his pendant. So yeah, at this point, I mean, although yes, as someone was asking, have they checked ped? They haven't checked ped. It's not super exciting right now because the only thing that can really be there is flippers. We know where the mirror is, which is on Lumberjack, but again, we don't really need that mirror, and I'm pretty sure Chex knows how to get to Mimic Cave without the use of the mirror. So again, just clean up the overworld. Doing that mushroom check. Had the mushroom for quite a while. That was on the right side in pod. Oh, there we go. There's the fire rod. We're only looking for those flippers. Immediately going to Skullwoods. Yes, the mushroom check gave us, or should I say the potion shop, gave us the fire rod, which we've had for a little while. I'm not sure how many items they found in Skullwoods. I'd usually assume about one. The fact that Chex has rush back here might be two, actually. Because when you've got something like Ice Palace sitting there, and you've got Cane of Samaria, you've got a few more extra checks. It's unlikely to be a bed check because we know they don't have mirror. Yes, I didn't recall seeing a check in any finds in Skullwoods. Oh, that was incredibly quick. I blinked and it was dead. I literally blinked. Unfortunately, Muffin's running out of arrows here. There we go. It seems like we're heading in here. It looks like we did find one item because the boss there dropped us a compass. I'm guessing we're going to go pick up the second item here. Yeah, it was 300 rupees. Marvin's deciding to save quit, actually. Out of GT. Deciding not to clear it now. I mean, again, GT, it's not a bad check to go back to, so... Maybe just doesn't feel comfortable enough with the lamp. Heading to 2, actually, so this might be the mushroom check right now. There we go, picking up our fire rod. And also immediately going straight to Skullwoods. Wow. That was a very quick icebreaker. Half magic. Okay. Definitely won't be putting that one back in the chest. We hold it onto that. Might put that back in the chest. Yeah, I believe we found one item in Ice Palace so far. 2. Single arrow! So yeah, we've been waiting for that single arrow, so now we're in go mode. So if flippers aren't here, I can only assume the next play would be to Misery Maya. Unless he decides to just quickly go and clean up Pod. And here we go as Muffin steps into the moth fight as well. Oof. Moth just running a little bit away, but again, very, very nice fight there. No complaints with that. He's just Moth being Moth. Handling it very well. And welcome to SpeedGaming 1. Welcome to our other qualifier or bracket race between Chexhuman and Muffins. Been pretty close so far. Like, they're both playing very, very well. At the moment, Chex has a slight advantage, having the Titan's mitts, which was on Catfish. However, it's not doesn't seem logically required or hard logically required to do Ice Palace, as nothing was actually in here. And wow, I mean, Chexhuman's fights have just been absolutely on point. Now, if you want a tutorial on how to boss fight, just watch this VOD. So anyway, the story of this seed is we are just kind of looking for flippers right now. The interesting thing is no one has checked Ped, so Ped is still wide open. Be a possibility here. We haven't actually looked in Turtle Rock yet either. So we do have still quite a few locations that we can go back to. This looks like it's a powder checks here on the left. Muffins, trying to think where he wants to go. Actually, looks like he wants to maybe go to ice, but you can't actually go in there without those Titan's mitts. Oh, okay. Proved me wrong. We're just having a quick refill on arrows. This is one. So Muffins has actually cleared out the left side of GT. May go back in there because he did find the fire rod after he checked left side GT. So he hasn't done right side. We know that the silvers are there. There's nothing else upstairs apart from the ice rod, which isn't required at the moment. No, Ped is dead. I'm sorry, everyone. That would be pretty nasty if flippers were there. Well, that's always good to get that information. I don't mind. If you find that the book, Ped isn't as bad. It's when you've got a blind pool Ped. If you get that information early enough, at least you know, it's like, oh, there's a pendant I can clear. Let me just go clear it. I don't have to worry whether it's required or not, because I know it's required. So I wonder if Chex might be heading to Misery Mire now. Oh no, this is purple chest. Oh, purple just being really, really gross without that mirror. Yep, and as expected, Muffins heading back into GT. We'll have a lot nicer time this time with that fire rod. Okay, so Smith Chain was a complete bust. I wonder if Chex will flute around and go straight to Maya. Or if he's just going to continue cleaning up. Or if he's going to head to Turtle Rock, because Turtle Rock is open as well. So this is the Maya play. So earlier in the seed, Muffins did try and do an out of logic clip into Laser Bridge. Unfortunately, it went wrong right at the end, and he jumped over the bridge, so wasn't able to get into Laser Bridge. If flippers do end up being in Turtle Rock in Laser Bridge, that's incredibly unfortunate for him, because that could have been the play that pulled him back into this seed and possibly allowing him to win. Not picking up the full magic for some reason. After picking up the fairies. I think he has got potions, so it's not too big of a deal. I would have taken the extra few steps just to fill up my magic. Finding nothing so far in Misery Maya. Okay, taking the extra time to get the fairy, so he will lose his chance. Only going to get one fire rod shot out, but no, that was actually a nice double. Almost pulled out one cycle there. And that was an ether there in the first chest in Misery Maya. And we got a big key. Gonna do a nice little rail clip there. Get through the door or get down the stairs. And there we go. There's the bailout full magic for Muffins. So that's a nice little find for him. It was all part of the plan. And he even gets a second one for his troubles. Okay. So, Misery Maya, we are down to Vitreous and Cutscene. And Green Pendant, of course. So, for Muffins, I don't think he actually went right side, funny enough. So he's decided to gamble that Compass Room is nothing. It will work out for him, but it is the silvers, which is a nice little utility item that we can use. They actually both decided. It's quite funny. One of when Chex was in here, he decided to go in with low health, and Muffins decided to go with low magic. Oh, okay. Gets it back. Again, a very nice fight on Vitreous. So we cutscene room is the second item. And Chex has decided, yep, I'm gonna go have a look. Again, when you're looking for a go mode and you're diving a pendant, it doesn't make much sense to skip this. Meanwhile, Muffins done with Hacker 2, so once again, we're on equal footing. So it's going to be down to who's going to find these flippers first and who's got the execution. So there's really not that much in it. I mean, maybe Chex has a little bit of an advantage because clearing Pod, getting to Helm of Swords probably quicker than clearing Ice Palace. I like this. I liked what Muffin's done. So he's heading to Catfish from here. Going to be rewarded with his Titan's Mitts. Most likely dive straight into Ice Palace after this. So I really like this. He did that done GT into Catfish. Really nice heads up play. And there they are. 1 hour, 26 minutes, and 26 seconds. Chexhuman is in go mode. Cutscene Misery Maya. That is grim. So it was the double bluff Misery Maya. It's just like, hey, I'll give you hook shots so you can go and Herapot. But I'm going to make you go in here anyway. And here we go. So as there was explaining to me earlier, how to get into Swamp Palace and clear it without the use of the mirror. So I believe what Asa was saying was, so we've flooded the swamp chest, or flooded the swamp, flooded the dams, then saved and quit up the mountain. And now we're going to bomb our way through this wall. Or not even bomb our way, we're just going to clip our way. Yeah, I probably should have known about these things before joining the tournament, but what are you going to do? I would have picked up that mirror. Meanwhile, Muffins, he's working his way through Ice Palace. It's a good place for him to be. He does need to clear this. Unfortunately, he's going to clear all this stuff. We know it's nothing. Here we go. There's Chex makes his way through. Probably not going to pick up too much along the way. There's nothing really he wants anymore. Yeah, I was probably looking for that bailout small key. And the bailout blue cane. Because why not? I have to say, it's been a good race from both of these runners. Like, Muffins has put up a really good fight. But it looks like Chex has definitely got the advantage for taking this game. Oh. Wow. Unfortunately, missing the zero cycle, but still, very, very good fight. A very strong contender to win this tournament, to be fair. That's it, we're on to our last one. Just needs to go clear pod. Now we're in a fake, light, darky world thing. So where's Muffins going to head? We know he needs to go to Misery Maya. So let's see if he just decides to big brain it, go straight there. He's picking up the flute. Oh, looks like Chex is actually heading to GT. Ganon? Oh, did we mismark the crystals? Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, we're not the dinguses. So that's why you didn't go kill Helmasaur. Okay. I was a little concerned there, but so yeah, just Kiki. It's minor. It should be pretty quick. We've got the lamp. We've got everything. And Muffin's heading back to the right side. I like this play. It's the wrong play, but I do like this play. I've seen games won and lost in right side GT so often. I mean, he won't be completely unhappy with those silvers. At least it kind of makes the time sink kind of worth it, but it's not what he was looking for. This might... I'm wondering if he's going to head back up to Turtle Rock here. At this point, it's a 50-50 gamble, Maya or Turtle Rock. Whoa, I went flying. I mean, for Muffin's sake, just kind of hope that it just locks him out of here. Although I don't think it can. I think it would give us enough keys. And there we go. We've picked up that last crystal. Ganon being fussy. Just being like, no. I shall deny you. Now we can head back to Ganon. Flippers were in cutscene Maya. For Muffins, it was a 50-50, whether he goes to Turtle Rock or Misery Maya. Unfortunately for him, he's made the wrong choice, but it does have the most value. With 5 items over 3 items in Maya. So I can't blame him for making this choice. I mean, again, quite often, these seeds do require you to dive into Turtle Rock, even if it's a pendant at some point. And here we go. Muffins trying to set up there for a death walk. Once again, Chex, absolutely textbook. Getting that 1-1 cycle, no problems at all. His boss fights are absolutely fantastic today. We'll be a little careful there, Muffins. You don't want to die just yet. Oh, and remember, he's got a fairy. As we shoot our first arrow, and oh, okay, wow, got away with it a little bit, but I'm sure it was planned. And there you go. Ganon is now exploding. We're just waiting in front of that door. Get your GGs in chat. As long as Jets can make it across that bridge. And there we go. Congratulations to Chex, who finishes an official race time of 1 hour, 38 minutes, and 20 seconds. And Muffins, unfortunately, deciding, you know what, I'm just not bothered about those flippers. I'm just going to call it a quits. But yeah, that was a pretty good race. I mean, both runners done extremely well. I mean, it was just a little unfortunate. I mean, items were everywhere this seed. It was really hard to follow, and we seem to have cleared out a lot of this seed. And here we are. We've got Chexhuman. Congratulations, GGs.
Hello, GGs.
Yeah, any thoughts on the seed?
It was pretty exciting. Cool to see Mirror and Lumberjack. So I knew it would be a fully mirrorless seed, hopefully.
Oh yeah, we were definitely talking about that. Filling in with some of the logic. Thankfully, we had some good logic people in the chat here just helping out. But yeah, I mean, items were just everywhere this seed. It was a little bit of a tricky one to try and follow where the items really wanted us to go. Because we had the...
It really was.
Moonpearl on Uncle. We had the Titans on Catfish and Fire Rod on Mushroom. It's just like, what does this seed want from me?
Right.
Yeah. And then, of course, the flippers. It came down to the flippers in the end. Muffins decided to look into Turtle Rock.
Right. Yeah, that's a good play. I don't know. I I either flipped a coin or I forgot about Turtle Rock in the end.
Yeah, I mean, it was a 50-50 at that point. If it wasn't in Maya, it was Turtle Rock.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I have to say, just watching you play, like we were learning as we was watching. There was some really interesting strategies, little things that you've done, routing executions. It was absolutely amazing to watch you, and your bosses were absolutely incredible today. Like I can't floor you anything for your boss fights. They were absolutely amazing.
Thanks. Yeah. Still learning, always learning.
Oh yeah, that's part of the game, I guess. But yeah, I mean, it was a pleasure to watch. I think we're trying to get Muffins in here as well. He is sitting there. Yeah, and welcome Muffins. GG's.
GG's. Thank you very much.
GG.
Yeah, any thoughts on the seed?
There was a lot of options at the beginning, and then I kept finding things I didn't want to find. I found the ice rod, I found the mitt, which just kept opening more and more, and all I wanted was the flippers. Mirror sitting at lumberjack, and did not want to do Aga. So I kind of ruled out a bunch of those things, but I still don't know where the flippers are. I have to assume they're either in Maya or the back of TR.
Oh yeah, they were Misery Maya cutscene room.
Oh, horrible.
Yeah, but as I was saying, it was a coin flip at that point. Chex decided to go to Maya. You decided to go to Turtle Rock.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, but otherwise, it was it was a good race. I mean, Chex. Yeah, it was quite interesting. You decided to put off Kakariko for quite a while. And obviously, Kak was really stacked with items.
Yeah, it's pretty silly.
Yeah. Then Muffins went straight there, picked up all these items, but actually, Chex managed to get the Moonpearl first. I mean, I'm really glad neither of you decided. I found a bottle. The Moonpearl must be in Dark World.
I bought the blue potion, and I almost did it, and then I decided to keep looking a bit more.
Right.
Yeah.
That's essentially just a time loss because there would be no logical explanation for that.
Exactly. I would have had to have found the lamp to put Aga in logic, to get the mirror to do Super Bunny in Village of Outcasts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, overall, it was a good race. It was quite tight. I mean, you diverged like almost immediately, so there was just things happening all over the place. So
yeah, I'm still heavily learning this mode, so I'm not entirely surprised.
To be fair, to go toe to toe with Chex, who is an absolute veteran with glitch seeds, and to come out very close, actually, it really wasn't that far different. To be fair, like, you've put up an incredible race, so don't even put yourself down. Like, you've done absolutely amazing.
Thank you very much. I was a bit intimidated when I saw that my first bracket match was against Chex, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, overall, Muffins, I mean, you played really well. Your boss fights were really good. Like, your routing was really good. Like, execution was fantastic. Like, it was a really, really well raced. And I mean, I don't know whether you've done these tournaments or how long you've even been playing.
No, in fact, the qualifiers for this tournament were the first HMG seeds I actually finished. So it's very new in terms of this.
That's brilliant. I mean, you're what, like 4, 5, 6 seeds into practicing, and you can already do all this stuff and play like this. Like that's just a huge compliment to you right there. So yeah, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Thank you for putting up this race and putting on a show.
Thanks very much, and GG again, Chex.
GG to you. Good luck going forward.
Yeah,
And-
thanks. Game 2 on Saturday.
That's right. Same time Saturday.
Yeah.
There we go. So,
And thanks for commentating. Obscure.
oh, you're
Yeah.
welcome.
Thanks very much, and the trackers.
Yes, and shout outs to Madewalk Herd, who has been doing our tracking, keeping us in checks, keeping us in track. Of course, I have to mention before we leave, how did you feel about your first Ganon fight there, Chex?
Oh, I felt like a dingus. You know, Ganon was right.
Yeah, we saw you running up there and was just like, wait, what's going on here? Did we do something wrong? But yeah, thank you for everyone. Thanks you to the viewers as well for hanging out and keeping me entertained and keeping me in. Yeah. But yeah, thank you everyone. We will call it a night there. GG's to both runners, and we'll see you for game 2 on Saturday. But yeah, good night everybody. Enjoy
Night,
the rest of
GGs.
your evening.